In live. Hello, people. Hello. As y'all saw from the title, we're gonna be doing Magus of the Library, Volume 7 discussion. We should have done this way earlier, but we lazy out here. But hello, people. Before 2025, at least we got it done. So better late than never. So this volume, I think people are already saying best volume. Like it was in the debates immediately.
That's
it was in the debates. I wasn't the one pushing the agenda. I don't know if it was PT. It might have been PT. But in terms of dialogue, I can see why people appreciate the dialogue in Volume 7 a lot. Because since we reached we reached past the point of like introducing characters. I mean, we're always gonna be introducing characters, but I meant like focusing on like actually no.
The established cast.
Yeah. Like the cast is more established. So you see how we're focusing on is it Puggyland? Like I need to know the exact name.
Wait, which for what?
The book they're trying to ban. Wait, hold up.
Pulagad.
Why did I think the G was after the U?
Right. Pulagad.
Pulagad, yeah. Even though they do look like Luffy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But
dude, on that type of timing, I mean, that's crazy.
Bro, the real pirate, bro. Not shut that fake one y'all reading, bro.
Yeah, man.
But
we're talking about real manga.
Oh, facts. But yeah. So with the whole dialogue around Pulagad was crazy. Like Magus, like a lot of people, it's not like Magus covers like a theme no one ever done before. I mean, most authors don't, but it takes the themes that you've seen done before and just takes it to like a much higher level. Like a lot of people would like reach a point and then just kind of stop there, or to reach a conclusion and be like, okay, like this is like the final message or the thematic message of like the scene.
Yeah.
And then that's the Haya thing. Remember? Oh no, that happened here to the black text. Remember when Haya was like, instead of like banning books, we should try to educate everybody to so they can tell exactly. Like that's usually the like super like final conclusion. Most like very good stories that try to talk about that theme of like censorship and stuff like that. That's usually like the all around kind of conclusion. That's like if you really think about it, that conclusion is like the most like the risk reward and then the potential benefit for everyone. That's like a very great answer. But
it's
I like
most optimistic answer.
Yeah, exactly. Extremely optimistic too. But in a perfect world, that is probably the best answer. But the fact that the story took that extra step to talk why it isn't completely perfect, and then use the black text to show why. And it's like, yo, I didn't even consider the fact that if the MLA format resources looked correct, like it's not like no one actually goes and checks the MLA for. They just see it's there. Okay, MLA format. They see the resources, the references. They're like, okay, they did peer reviewed references. We good. Did you go back and read those references and make sure? Not really. So it's like, dang. That's crazy. But yeah, so it's stuff like that I can definitely see why dialogue wise I forgot to bring out the name. Izumi.
Yeah.
Izumi. Wait, what?
No, go my bad.
Yeah. Izumi was flexing the pen. Like flexing. I was very, very impressed. So if I do make a vid, it'll be on black text and Pulagad. Right, I'm done now.
Yeah, there's like a lot of great things about this volume. As you said, like the whole discussion, what do you think is the core, and like how they explore so many different facets of like this discussion, and it was never like it's never like it's kind of funny because you go in this you might go into this the volume and you see like the whole discussion and be like, or we need a clear cut answer, like and if they don't say it, it's like obvious, like the MC's on this side and it's like so obvious what the answer is. But you get out of the discussion, like, you're still not sure like what you should do with this series. It's like
right?
and it's like you pretty much have to trust the future generation. It's like there's so much there.
Yeah, that was a good way to tie it up. because there was really no like true answer. But and I like how Theo technically is a meathead, bro. Technically, because this is my scholar. This is my scholar. So you would think he could look at like the meathead story, be like, ugh, like pu, like meathead story, yuck. Nah, bro. Theo be with it. Theo be with it. So, yeah, he be pulling at. He said, nah, y'all saying this is brainless, but low key, there's some heat. I'm just like, yes sir, yes sir. So, I'm trying to.
Yeah, there's so much discussion, so much like I love how Mitsu just like they're like yeah, we flex the character interactions, so much character development in these like last couple volumes. Aya and what's her name? Your goat Medina. Like they're like, alright, let me step back and reflect the philosophical discussions in here. Let me just flex all this other shit. All this other stuff we can do. Like it's real. It's real shit. Man. It's real.
Hey.
Like even thinking about it's like hard to like. I can't even decide like what thing I'd make.
Wait, you said what thing you make, or like what decision you make?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like.
Sorry, I was trying to. My chat was kind of messing up. I don't know why I didn't do that right, but oh yeah, what I also like is the politics were also getting very like tricky, because remember when the Kokopa leader, or the Kokopa Kafna, wait no, not Kafna, Magus, wait no, Sage?
Kafna.
Sage?
Oh, there's sages, yeah.
The Coco. Wait, the leader of the Cocoa Bar. Whoa, they're sages.
Oh, the leader.
Yeah.
She's just a leader.
Okay, just leader. Yeah. How she visited the.
Oh, that killed.
Yeah, bruh. And they're like, yo, what does this mean for our political landscape of Magus? Like, I was like, bro, she's just checking out her little niece, bro. Chill. They're like, nah, bro, nah. I was like, yo, getting serious.
Hey man, that was killing me when you said, oh, you like, how is she the thing? It can't be that she's just the tallest. And like that, she's just the tallest. You're like, yeah, just.
I was literally like, okay, there is no way. Yeah, I was looking at it, like, I'm there thinking of all these reasons. Okay, you know, maybe she got the best magic, maybe she yada. She's just the biggest, bro. Like, it's just like, I'm the biggest Kokopa, and then they said they needed more horror, so that's why they picked the biggest one. Because if the leader really like a little Tinkerbell-sized fairy, in the political discussions, they're not gonna be taken seriously, bro. Like, they'd be like, all right, we want this big piece of land here. They said, you smart ass fairy want this land for what? Like, they're not gonna read the fairies, bro. That's why they gotta be bigger. Dang, okay.
Hey man, there's so much, yeah. I mean,
but yeah, I didn't expect to actually see the black text. I thought it would be like cockblocked until like the very end, to like, you know, the last volume. You know, oh, by the way, here's the black text. Like, kind of like what Oda's doing with the Void Century. It's like, oh, volume 200. Finally, I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, there you go. But yeah, and I like the fact that, because like I'm thinking, oh, obviously this is gonna be a book that's like, as soon as you read it, oh, it's completely wrong. It's such a devilish book, you know, that kind of thing. But not, bro. Theo was like, he had, was it like tears? Not even sad tears. Like he was like emotional off that. He was like, yo, this book kind of. He was saying that book kind of gas. I said, Theo, you can't say that in public, bro. Like he literally admitted that, like, if y'all didn't tell me this book was fake, I'm believing it. Yo, bro, Liz, is that not insane? Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that was crazy. It's like, oh, like you just made everything up, but you like that's the thing. Mentioned before, it's like
Nah, the scholars confirm, bro.
that was fake.
Who is your source? I am the source. It's like, oh damn, like he's the source. Okay, nah. Check VC chat, bro. They hating on Mulligan, bro. No, that's vibes. That's my crash out cousin, bro. Oh yeah, that the one guy that was in that Titterary like lobby group, the one that's trying to get Pelican banned. He said, "Bruh, have you read the dialogue in the series? This is ape story." Bro. He said, "If kids start reading this, is a real stories, bro. They gonna start seeing some nonsense like slang and yada." It's like, nah, bro. We gotta keep the literacy rate high. And the thing is, his argument didn't even sound like very like old heady. I mean, I guess it's old heady, but I meant like it didn't sound very like pretentious. Like it sounded like it was like genuine concern, and like I also like that his language too was very like it's not prolific ain't the word I'm looking, but like not really proficient, but you know it's a his vocab was very I don't know what word I'm looking for, bro, but yeah, his vocab very high level. I'll just go the simple way. High level vocab was used, so I know he be reading. He was not talking like even like the normal adult in the series. They're all very intelligent, but he was like a little step higher in terms of how he talks. So you know that he really like he really took care of like the whole treating situation, like with him reading and all that.
Hey man, yeah. There's like every discussion here was high level. Even the kids when like the Theo and them were discussing.
Oh yeah,
like
that was the class. Oh yeah, I love that talk. I'm so mad. This dude talking about may Atalonia herself smile upon this youth and see that no harm befall him when he working with the ops, bro. They're pissing me off, bro. That old son, that pissing me off.
Who?
No, the grandpa dude, the grandpa Kokapa.
Oh yeah.
Dude gave Theo the prayer like he one of us. Get out of here.
Hey man, I was like, you were on your detective pack with him. Like I was like hoping to get the reveal at the end. You was gonna read it, but you're like a couple of pages before. You're like, nah, let me put this together.
Oh yeah,
gotta figure out who this is.
Yes sir.
Oh man. There's a lot of thread points that are being added. This like, I just want to say.
Nah, I forgot about my wife. Hold up.
Your wife? I don't. That better not be who you think. I think you're gonna say it is.
Hey, bro. Hey, Liz.
Back off.
Hey, Liz. You said we could share it, bro. I remember.
Nah, I did not. You
Yes,
be
you
hearing
did.
me. You be hearing. See, she got the lizard on her, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's you. That's crazy.
You know, if you just say you can. You can find my girls with the AP. You can find my girls with the lizard, man. You know what I mean?
The AP. What are you about? Oh, I can't wait to get the Alv arc, bro.
Oh my. There's so much setup for like Alv arc with the. Hey man, when we get that arc where Theo and them go to student exchange arc, we gonna be there, man.
Yes, sir.
Tapping into the real thing. That guy in the bottom left trying to low blowing Theo did not work.
Yeah, right. Bust out the yo-yo. Why do people think yo-yo be like the rawest like weapon ever, like the toy weapon? Like, I don't know. We should grow out of yo-yos, y'all. Liz, are you at your age currently? Are you team yo-yos? I think yo-yos aren't too bad. I won't lie.
Yo-yos are, I don't know if they're cool, but they are funny. If like you get murked by yo-yo, you can't live that up down. Like a sword is something like you could be like I got slayed by a sword.
Slayed by a yo-yo. That's crazy.
You gotta lie in your obituary, man.
I'm so glad I got that blur feature now, so I don't have to worry about Like they can get me out of here for this. Like you
Yeah,
can
no.
still tell what page I'm on, but you can't tell anything else. Cause the Freerin higher ups, dude, they copyrighted
Fahrenheit.
they copyrighted luckily it was like all at once. Like each like the individual vid didn't count as separate strikes, but they did like all my Freerin reactions just straight murked. I was like, dang, are you serious? But I learned from my mistakes. We're not even that serious anyway. So
Hey man, speaking of my wife, this panel, neuron activation panel.
nah, that pig be geeking me, bro. Like neuron activation. Oh yeah.
Hey man, peep the Illuminati belt.
Oh yeah. He said, hopefully we'll be on the same side. We know y'all not gonna find the same side.
Man, this crazy. Like they're the two biggest demons out there, probably.
Yeah, right. Nah, this panel. Golly.
Hey man, I'm gonna be the brother that stepped up. And Theo, little bros. I don't know, man.
That is crazy. Nah. See, you a sister hunter, bro. That's crazy.
What can I say, man? They just this was crazy, man.
It's
Like
who on my shoulder, bro? What the
hit that blank.
Bro, I'm mad he didn't
void.
even locked the drawer, bro. Dio's so unserious. You can give him none, bro.
Give him the worst possible. So don't have to do that on purpose. They probably just found amusement in doing like Theo.
Yeah. That's what the grandpa Kokopa said. He was just like he had been tracking Sedona specifically, and then he realized, and then when he realized it was Theo, he said, "Oh, that's Loki smart because you pretty much delayed like 5 years of time because if she kept it on her, of course all the forces were on her, so they probably would have like finessed it within like 2 years, 3 years. But the fact that she gave it to a random British boy, last thing they expected, and then so it delayed it until like now type shit. But I was like, dang, Sedona. Nah, but still, Theo should have at least put it. I don't know, bro. Not in the drawer. You just gotta open that bitch and then grab it. Like, come on, bro.
The funny thing is, Theo knows how bad this thing is. It's not like he doesn't know. He read that shit. He's like, "Oh damn!" As it gets out, we all cooked.
Yeah, right. I wonder what it is. Oh yeah, we're theorizing that it might be the future. I mean, it might be the truth about the ash smoke,
wormwood.
Right?
Yeah, like the whole like the whole adventure thing, because
that
that's
would really
like
shake things up.
Because like that's the whole like current political system like status of the whole known world in the like the world that actually we can look is based off that, and the fact that like one example could be like if the smoke or like the smoke isn't too bad, or maybe there is a way to do everything. Yeah, she does neural activate. But yeah, it's like there's like if it turns out like, oh, we've been fighting for all this land because of this smoke, or like all these fog that's supposed to like destroy all of us, but it turns out there's like a way to there's like something we could do or something, it would just shake up everything. Because it's, you know, like, oh, we can expand here now. Like, man, there's so much there.
And then the dragons, the dragons not really on our team for real, bro. Fuck the dragons.
Hey man, dragons just be dragoning.
Yeah, they could have been helped us. They talk about nah business. We not gonna show y'all the sea. We not gonna man if y'all don't come help. Nah, I remember that one dragon dude pulled up in the sage meeting. Get out of here, bro. This for people that still struggle with the black smoke. Seems like y'all man. So good. Y'all so much better than the move.
It's we gotta hit up our old place, man. We made it big. We can't forget the past.
Right. Nah. Don't forget my uncle. When they talk about the strengths and weaknesses of like the different kids. I hope we see him again. Like I hope
different kids?
No. It's being posted on Discord. I don't know why it be taking so long. Yeah.
Oh man, him. He
Yeah,
man.
Oh, and then this panel too. Oh my, I love how Theo used that, because when they were trying to make fun of old girl for her condition, saying, "Oh, she's not really focusing," yada yada yada. He said, "Bro, y'all call Luffy the goat. If Luffy was in this class right now, would he
Oh
focus?
man,
No, y'all call y'all call Naruto the goat. If he's in class, will he be focusing? Pushing his grades trash? Exactly. Y'all call Goku the goat. Will he be focusing in class? Then why y'all cooking her for not focusing?" I was like,
man.
"Ain't no way." And this panel was
That,
smart.
yeah, it's like limiting. Like, yeah, one thing I love about Theo is just he has such a like, the things he's been through, and he's had such a refreshing and different point of view because most of these people, most of the kids in this academy or like the Kafna Academy are like they spend most of their life just studying and doing nothing else but studying.
Yeah.
And like obviously that's the thing, but Theo's had some life experiences that led some these things to a different perspective that could help out and everything.
And he has some great teachers, and the books also teach him a lot.
Oh man, if we talk about teachers, man, I gotta post this. Oh man, shout out my Gramps,
Yes, sir.
the GOAT, man, Ganon.
Ganon. You made sure I put him high in a curtain tier list.
Like every time he shows up in a volume, look like this is like two pages based, like
Yeah.
2 and 3 pages,
No
and he's
mistake,
just
no
spitting such a facts, like talking about how it's the importance of being able to relate to people, to their stories and struggles, even if you haven't experienced it, as part of the reason why us as humanity has become what we are, because we can like empathize, we can learn from them, and we can take it in and not dismiss it as something else. Like we can inherit their beliefs, their whole things like that. Like it's so, man, like so beautiful. Like, and like let me see what he's saying next. Yeah, he's identified with the stories you countered. Yeah, like how we can share information and like things like that. Like class example, like he didn't show, but like fables, right? Like fables are like things that have like as a kid we learn a lot of good lessons from fables, and the fact that we're able to enjoy these lessons and like take away from them is a great thing. It's something that like there's a reason why we get there's an important thing for us as humans. What man? One thing I really want to say though is I love that the adults in this series, especially the teachers like Ganon, um, our main teacher, what's her name? I can't disrespect her.
I know what you're talking about. I know. I think we shortened her name to Chito, but I don't know her first name. The XITOH. I believe that's it's like the grandma, right?
Yeah.
It should be Zito, but there's another name because like that's her first name, but they call her by the last name. But I know her rival that worked in the financial office. She's the one that called her Zito. So
Zito, yeah, Zito. Like she's so. Let me see.
Coming back, Theo defending Medina from that girl that brought her family up. Like,
Zeros, yeah.
Oh, it was Zeros?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you wanna make your point? Cause I want to say something about
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because I just want to say, Zeros is like, I love that the adults and like especially the teacher is so like inspiring and such a like they're actual adults and they're like actually give great advice. They're helpful and they're good teachers. Like so many of these fantasy stories or stories like that will have adults that are just like straight up rude and like their whole purpose is to be antagonistic.
Right? Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah.
Bro. Especially against kids, it's like kids should not be growing up thinking adults are gonna be their enemies or they should be beefing with adults. It's like, come on, bro.
Like in this series, I don't really think there's really any antagonistic. Like at least like the captain teacher, not really. Like maybe you could say I don't even think the one that was
the Kokoba one that faded Medina.
Yeah, but that was kind of justified. It wasn't like she hated her cause.
Yeah, I never felt like that was like doing too much. Because if she really wanted to use her power to put in Medina, she would. You know, she just wanted to show like the harsh reality, especially since Medina was being way worse to the students. Like way worse to the students. Touch my daughter though, but you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no real beef. It's not like with I know like in Blue Period, the Gucci got beef with him. It's more of a Gucci thing though. But like, man, he had beef with some of these teachers though.
Maybe
But
hating.
yeah, but I do enjoy that. Like you said, so many like just high level teachers here. It's great. That's what you want to see, because like the beef isn't about the school and the teachers. It's more about like the politics that happen on a grand scale. Like that's where the beef comes in, and of course that new villain group. Oh yeah, the villain group has been confirmed. So that's
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's gonna be interesting there.
Nah, low
Wait.
key uh I wonder what room this was in. The little, cause now if you think about it, right, the Koski was in that dusty ass cave. They weren't even trying to bring the real bodies into that cave, bro. That cave was musty, smelly, had mold. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was their headquarters technically. But here, they out here swagged out, high rise buildings and
You're Saint Laurent robes, man.
dude, I'm talking they Gucci'd out. I keep in mind they do got bread because they paid for both. They paid both sides, both the common folks to rebel against Puggyland, and then the anti-lobbyists to go against Puggyland. No, the commoners that support Puggyland, and then the anti-lobbyists that doesn't. They paid both sides. They got bread like that.
It's great.
Like, dang.
It's like, oh, did he play? There's such a funny reveal because it's like, oh, did they play both sides? Did they play like what side were they playing on? Like you might have thought, oh, there's like some diversion, right? Like I think they even brought it up. I'm not.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they're like, oh, they might have like this might be a one person might be stirring up some side. Turns out they're just playing both sides. It's like you can't even think. You have to think unless you thought it was both sides, you cooked already.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. They have the Saint, YS, the UVS Saint Laurent robes, man. High quality stuff, man. The Louis Vuitton masks.
The kimono, the freshest silk for that kimono, bro.
Shit, man. They tapped into that one. But it was so interesting. Like, yeah, it's gonna be, man. I'm excited to see what they'll be doing now.
Yeah,
like,
right.
if they'll be like if they'll be a full on bad. I mean, they'll probably be bad. They'll be like bad guys, or they'll be like more like not gonna say good guys, but you know what I mean. Like more like they have a good purpose, but they're actually doing it in the wrong way.
I don't even think we can have good guys. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like the only thing I can imagine good guys is like the library people that want to stabilize like the library rule. Like of course they want to keep away from politics. Oh, and I also like that we're now getting into the criticisms of the library. Because in the very beginning, when the dude was spreading his books, and it's like nah, this book not good, bro. I'm sorry, and they just hit him up and took the book. And then they're like, it starts from there, and next they're gonna beat you up, and then they're gonna take your books, and then they're gonna tell you not to publish your books, and yada yada yada. And of course, we see that. I mean, we know the library did not like trying to be bad, obviously, but they do have an insane amount of power. Like they literally choose what you can publish. I mean, that's kind of how. I don't think real libraries like that. I think. Yeah, there's independent publishing companies that can just publish what they want, but yeah. So like that is an insane amount of power. But I mean, Chip been doing fine all the time. So it's like, and then that's why it's such a big deal because remember the library was made by Kimoko. Once her gen retires, bro, no one gonna respect it, bro.
There's like, it's kind of like hard, like the whole respect thing. That's one huge thing. And, like I was thinking about it right now because you like just thought about it right now. But like, her next section is gonna be one of the most important, like succession battles of all time.
Yeah,
because it's like, how do I put this? Her Kamako's beliefs is like how she ran how the Magus, like how the library was run. It was basically based off of Kamako's core beliefs, and like that's something that they all respect. Like, oh, we'll play neutral, we'll do this, we'll do that.
But the next
We
person
don't.
don't gonna run it like that. You're right.
Who knows how they'll run it? Yeah, like if
Yo.
let's say he's like a dictator, like oh, how they run it, or they're like more biased against certain people or something
Yeah,
like that.
dang. Because Kamako did cut ties with well, not cut ties, but she wasn't really with the Hyron rule. Like she had a separate leader for the Hyron. They did their thing. She did her thing. But the next person, would they really be that independent from their own race? Like if it's a Kado, they probably gonna lean towards Kado. They won't be like Kamako, who kind of like separated herself and be like, okay, I won't do anything with the Hyron politics. I'm gonna just focus on my library. But like you said, the next succession, especially since Kamako had to make it out the mud, she had to build a library from scratch. So like that took up all her time. But the next successor just gonna inherit it. So like after they inherit it, like the library is already set. Now instead of their focus being on like trying to build the library into this force, it's already reached that force. So now it's just like how would the library move forward? And then so cutting ties with like the race it's a less likely thing to happen compared to what Kamako's going through, since she kept herself busy with the library.
And there's like we even see it with Shadow, my my daughter, my daughter in her. 1 second. Cynthia, like the supposed like the supposed Magus, and we see like the Coco Pa already trying to make friends with her, and like this whole political thing is because it's because like when the Kamako was making out them, like the whole library thing is like none of the big players knew she was gonna do that, right? They couldn't like butter her up when she was on the rise because they didn't know it was gonna become that big of a thing, right? They couldn't get in on her hype before she became like what she is. She established herself way too quickly. Like she established herself and she had such a high rep that she didn't need them, right? But the successor war, like Cynthia, like she gets help from like the Coco Pa, like
and then she's getting help from the villain group.
Like she might be like more in blood. What's it called?
I'm so glad she met Theo, bro. Cause the villain group, dude. Even if, cause like I don't think like the Coco Pa leader probably has nothing to do with him, but she's still tied to that Grandpa Coco Pa as like the fellow Coco Pa. And then even though Cynthia's a Kado,
she'll be like she's
a Kado. She's getting too much help from the Coco Pa, bro. The Coco Pa basically raised her.
She might be like obliged to help them in ways, like even not even like a direct thing, but might like it's hard. It's something that she's gonna have to influence her decisions, right? Like Kamako she's really old, but but all things considered, she probably was in like her earlier mid-20s when she did the war, so she was still like somewhat like developed and grown up. She could have like a understand or like what I mean, like she can do that. But like Cynthia, you helping since a kid, it's gonna be hard to like.
Also, she was Hyrons, of course. But remember, she's the one that stopped the genocide that the Hyron leader was doing at the time. So that's already a very big reason for her to not really side with the Hyron in terms of like giving them extra benefits compared to every other race. And she was also one of the heroes who saved the world. So she has been exposed to like everybody, and she also like the fellow heroes were also Maguses of like other races. So like, cause like basically with Cynthia, the only people she's met so far are Coco Pa and Theo. That's pretty much it. But like Kamako has met like a whole bunch of people. So and then like you're saying, it's far easier for someone like Cynthia to lean towards Coco Pa due to like her upbringing compared to someone like Kamako. So it's like, man, it could be. See, if Theo didn't come here, the Coco Pa would have just completely dominated Cynthia's mind. But at least he could make some work. I wonder how Theo, because like Theo doesn't really have, because like Theo isn't an MC that has like it's not one of those like Hanwha stuff where like they gave him like the 8,000 year inheritance where he's gonna like when he grows up he'll be by far the number one strongest person. Like that's not an established thing. So overpowering them through force that like a lot of MCs would tend to do, Theo might not go that route. So if he's not going down route, then it's like does he have to play like the politics game? And it's like if you play the politics game, then it's like damn. Like,
it's gonna be like I have a feeling this might be like a small theory that just think about that. Like I think they'll all have their proxy successors, right? And then as soon as the success, like I think the whole thing about them downplaying the next successor won't happen right away. I think they'll have the project successor war where like, oh, we want this. Whoever wins wins, right? Like let's say Cynthia wins, right? That's when the other races start downplaying the whole like power, the new gen power. Yeah, because they don't want to like they say, oh, our people are not on the thing. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, because they're like, I don't mind following Kamako. Like I read the history books. Like her highlight reel was crazy. Like I mess with Kamako. Follow Cynthia. They'll be like, bro, I'm not following that woman, bro.
Her chain fake, man. Like Cynthia, yeah, where's her like no chains at all? Not even fake chain, no chains.
Oh my god, no chains is crazy. So it's like, man, Magus got so nice brewing up, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, we're about to see the pettiest the political war is gonna be scary, man. Schemes gonna be crazy.
These villains, they look like they know what they're doing, cause no one, cause like they don't do like mindless terrorism and stuff like that. They're more. I wonder what their goal is. I mean, their goal is obviously that book. They want to like change the political landscape of the thing.
No, they do mindless terrorism. Well, they do terrorism.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You right. But I meant like it's hard to tell that it was done from them, because you know, like the a couple people pull up in their robes and just like do the terrorism, so you know exactly who's doing it. You know, oh, it's them. You know, but like when that terrorism happened, no one even knew it was from like a group. They're just, oh snap, like this thing happened. He just gotta deal with it. Because of course, as the readers, we got hints that like there's probably something going on, but like, you know, when in chapter 34, when we see them huddled up, and then they were also behind the Pelagad, nonsense and all that. It's like these guys, they look like a certified force. Like they look like they know what they're doing, locked in. They even have spies in the Magus first year training camp, bro. And then the spy just robbed Theo. Are you kidding? Nah,
man.
And then the ADHD girl, her partner, best friend, sister, is the spy. Like, what would have ever guessed, bro?
Is she the spy?
That's what I mean. That's kind of what I got, because she had the thing in her closet.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry if you have this mask in your closet, bro. Like, and especially since she was also talking about Theo. She's like, Theo, you miss. You're full of surprises, and then she like, I'll post it.
Okay, yeah, because maybe, yeah, I just not questioning it. Just her face, like, I don't know if it was exactly the one-to-one face of that girl.
Oh, you mean the one that did the? They might have multiple of them. I won't lie.
Okay.
But I know she's definitely a humongous suspect, because we can see the mask right there, bro. We're like, whoa, bro. I'm not gonna let that broke my heart, because after that little short story about the teaching those orphan kids, she was part of it. So I warmed up to her just to find out she out here opping. Golly.
Does it? Yeah, I posted a panel of her. I'm assuming you're talking about her, right?
Oh, you mean that could be like a different one?
Is the hair like similar? Is what I mean. Or
yeah.
Do they look similar?
The panel, like the part of my panel, if you go up one, you see like on the left eyebrow, like the left eyebrow, there's the hair going down. And then the right eyebrow, there's the one that goes in the middle of the eye. And then if you look in the panel I posted, there's the hair going down. And then on the right eyebrow, there's the thing going in the middle. Of course, it could be a coincidence, but...
Okay, yeah. It definitely has to be her then.
And of course,
it's just like...
skin color is similar as well. I'm like, man, who would have guessed, bro? God. And the thing is, they might have another one, because like the girl that had her face blacked out, that might have not been her. Who knows? I mean, there's no way to tell or guess. But
I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like this, if they had more than one people here, it could be.
It isn't the hardest to sneak people into the Magus camp. Now that I think about it, it's not like, because like it's not like they're defending against potential spies. They don't even know these guys exist, I would assume. At least not from what we know.
gonna be hard to like check everybody's like,
Yeah,
record
right.
as well.
And it's like, what
And
are you
also,
even
like,
checking for? Because remember, that Grandpa Cocopa, they're letting her meet the next Magus, and he's part of. He was given he was like Speaker of the House during the villain meeting, and then he was talking with the leader of the Cocopa, and they're talking with Cynthia, and then he's like again one of the biggest spokesperson for the villain group, chilling in broad daylight. Like, dang, bruh. This is
you know,
insane.
or even like like her, right? Like the friend, or like the classmate.
Mm-hmm.
She has like so much. She has a great alibi. She's friends with one of the other
Exactly.
people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like unless the other girl was also part of this whole thing, and like she has like thing like we're gonna suspect the girl that's just friends with this other girl, and she has like this whole like story
Like,
that's
only
everything's
friend
perfect.
too,
Like,
bro. It's like, honestly, picking friends with actually no, that sounds kind of rude. Timmy Chu. But yeah, so like you said, good alibi. And this panel actually kind of helps your theory. I won't lie.
which panel?
I'm about to post it. The theory about it being about like the ash smoke and stuff. Cause like this is when they're having the villain meeting. They talk about how the book is gonna change the way society and the landscape and all that. And then we see the heroes fighting Wormwood, like as he talked about it.
Oh yeah.
And then
This-
released from the fairy trail. I mean the fairy tale, which is entrapped. Bro, were they lying to us? Cause you know governments be lying. You know what I'm saying? You know they be capping a little bit. Nah, Liz. Remember how we theorized that they probably did the hoppy hero wrong, bro. he was
Yo.
maybe the hoppy hero was like the real hero all along, and then the six were snakes.
I mean, he got respect, man. They putting this deep with Hop Hero is crazy. Why, like?
Nah, that's crazy. Because while he's fighting in the war for humanity, the Haron leader was slaughtering his people. Are you kidding? Because it happened during the same time when they were fighting Wormwood. Was also
It was afterwards.
Oh, after wow. So it's like, y'all the only race that lost a hero. Bet, and then he pulled up. That's crazy. See, Liz,
It's like
he would not
like
have
the
pulled
leader.
up if the guy was there. He would not have pulled up. He's not.
The leader is the leader is different from the hero though. Yeah, so there's like the hero, the Hyron hero. It was the leader.
Yeah. No. Oh, no. I'm saying that like, cause like the Hyron leader and Hyron hero. Kamako the hero, but not the leader. I'm saying that like if the Hoppy had their hero, like not the leader, like the hero, because like he's the strongest one, even though he's not the leader, because Kamako didn't approve of the genocide, so it was only the Hyron leader. If the Hyron leader reached that war, but the Hoppy had their hero to help out, then like things might have gone a bit differently, maybe. I don't know how the power scaling works with the heroes and stuff, but I know that like the main, like the strongest fighting force or the strongest member of the Hoppy race was the only race that like lost their strongest member. Every other race had their strongest member present at all times during like the aftermath and the war, but the Hoppy were the only race that lost their strongest member. And then like once the strongest member died, they got genocided after, bro. This is a conspiracy. Nah, hold up.
Yo, hey man, if they just Hoppy the Hoppy hero super fans, it's gonna be crazy, man. But I thinking about it, it's like, okay, the villain group knows, right? Let's assume Kamako knows.
About what?
We can assume, or like the truth about like the book. Like, Kamako for sure knows the truth about the book because she read the book. She has the book, and she probably knows the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the other heroes know, like the other heroes, because they're retired but not dead, right? I'm pretty sure. At least we know they're just retired, but they're not dead.
See, but the thing is, because like Kamako was the book person, so it's like, oh wait, no, the other hero should know, since like if the book is a part, if the book is about like Wormwood and stuff, then yeah, like
and like or like the whole like they should know about that stuff. I feel like the current leaders might know.
Of what? The current
like the current leaders of the different races.
See, because like it might be one of those things where like the heroes want to take it to their grave. Nah, if that's the case, then they wouldn't give it to Sedona.
Yeah, if it's something that, but even like Sedona knows about it. It's something like that.
Because Sedona
if
is
you
even said to be the next Magus. So it's like, but
yeah,
Camacho still
it's
gave it to her. So it is something maybe only the like super higher ups you can trust should know, but no one else. Like,
but it's well, yeah. What I'm saying is like the villains, right? Maybe they don't know exactly 100%, but it seems like they have an idea of what it could be, right?
yeah,
And if they have an idea what it could be, they had to get a leak, so they had to get it somewhere. They had to get the info from somewhere. So if they know, I can't be. You can't convince me like that. The like only these villains would know. I feel like the leaders would also have their information like things up there, and like if what I'm saying is if the leaders know, but they're still not willing to expose it. Is it something that even they like wanna keep safe for themselves? Like even they wanna like it would ruin the
yeah, because it might be those things that like it maintains like fake peace. There's like the
yeah,
peace. Because keep in mind the after Wormwood, because like world before Wormwood, it was just like so many like different like the continent was
wars.
huge. And then, yeah, there were a lot of wars and stuff, but there's a lot of also different empires and civilizations. Like almost every time there'll be like one race that completely dominates. You know, they had like different empires. You know, whether it be the where's higher from? Like, what's the race?
Rakata.
Yeah,
Rakata.
yeah. The Rock was like the latest one, and then before that was the Kado. Before that, I believe it was the Hoppy. No, Hoppy was the first one. So anyway, and then
The Kado,
yeah. So yeah, and then after the Wormwood, that's when the continent getting fucked up, and then the aftermath shrunk the continent so much. But the thing is, like, it's not like it shrunk evenly, you know, like it just shrunk so much. But yeah, it wasn't like the land that they had before was like divided equally. You know, it was like some people had way like some people just got lucky, and then their land wasn't as affected by by the ash smoke. But some people's land was heavily affected that they almost couldn't live no more, and then they had to like find a way to like put like a stopgap between the chaos. Because if you just let things cook, they're gonna fight for resources. They have to, because they don't have enough resources to survive. That's when the heroes made that pact. They said, hey, we saved the world, right? Right? I bet. We just gonna split. We just gonna split the world like this. Y'all have this, y'all have that, and of course, a lot of people were not happy. Some were happy, but these are the heroes that saved the world. So they're like, I won't hold you. And then the land originally, like a lot of this land originally weren't theirs. Like they didn't belong to their race originally.
yeah.
It was because of the split with the 6 heroes. But again, once the 6 heroes, they're gone. They're all of that. Then it's like, what now? But I was also gonna bring up.
Wait, I have a quick comment about that. So like I was saying before, sorry, I was saying before about the whole like the leaders might have a idea of what it could be. If it's that true, then it makes me think that this like the truth might not just be like before I like when I first started like maybe it's something that can only like would mainly affect the library. But if that was true, the leaders would have been like the first people to be put out there. Like because the leaders don't like the current new gen leaders don't like the whole.
Wait, you think the new gen leaders know about it?
Oh yeah, like they probably have an idea. Like I'm not sure. Like, it's gonna be like I feel like it's the exact same thing with the what's it called, like the villain group where they have an idea of like, oh, it's like this thing, but we don't really know the exact details.
Yeah,
I think
you're right, because especially since this Grandpa Kokapa is so tied to like the leader of the Kokapa and Cynthia, then it's like I'm pretty sure these other people in the villain group also have very high identities as well. So it's like it wouldn't be hard for like them to, especially since they're most likely doing it for self-interest especially of their race. They probably leaked enough to like the new gen leaders, so to like inspire them to to not necessarily rebel, but fight for their own like benefits for their race.
Yeah, like I think the new gen leaders might not really get the league. I think they had their, like I was saying before, I think their information networks are good enough they can figure out themselves. But I was thinking if this information was something like
they didn't even take office yet, my God. Like
I mean, like it's like yeah, but it's pretty much just like they're.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I'm tripping. The new gen, they're already there. It's only Kamako that's not there yet, right?
yeah,
Oh, okay, I'm tripping. Okay.
yeah.
I
It's
don't
like
know why I thought
yeah.
they
So
even. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So if like well, I also think this thing that could change the whole dynamic of the world. Or like maybe something about the library, like how like if it gets revealed, the library standings gonna be messed up, right? But if that was true, I feel like the leaders would be like cramming, like they'd be like all up there. They'd be trying to figure out. They'd be like the first ones to try to push that narrative or make it get out of there for everybody to see,
Yeah,
because they don't like the library.
but like you said, they probably just have an idea. Like they still need proof because like people just not gonna believe it just because you say it. That's why they need the book itself, so they can.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have started spreading rumors, like everywhere.
But then the rumors could link back to him and expose the group because like could rumors really take down the library? Like the library. I know the PR team crazy, so I do get what you mean though, because like if it's just the library, I mean no, maybe that could be it. Like if it's that they just need the evidence, and then with the evidence they could take out the library. Then actually. Couldn't better just burn the book? if it's like some like if they get their hands on it, we're cooked. Shoot, I'm gonna get that book out of here, bro. But okay, I don't feel like such a bad theory though.
This why Sedona can't be the new Magus, because they didn't burn the book because they thought it would be fun if Theo got it, and let's see what happens when that shit's out in the world, man.
Theo reacted worse to that book than the black text. Black text, he said real manga. Oh, wait, no, this fake. Platform, my fault. Chill. This fake. I'm like Theo, and again, Theo called himself Hiron. Literally blew my mind. I had no clue.
Oh man, that was so beautiful.
Wow, that was crazy. Cause like. He's the one to take responsibility for the Hiron? That's sad, bro. Theo has to go through. So this my guy, bro. Y'all gotta. Whoa, Ichi the Witch. Who's this? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't pay attention. But yeah. And then that panel when he opened the book and then the black hand grabbed him. Oh, Mitsu, don't gas me up.
Oh man,
don't gas me up.
He was so brave. He like, I already know, man. This is not gonna be like. He probably thought like, I love Theo, but he probably thought, yo, I'm like, I already know, man. I'm not gonna be like.
I've read bad manga before, bro. Chill, like, turn one page. Whoa. He's like, yo. Like, if it's wrong, then just educate them and tell them it's wrong. But one of the references are correct.
Like that meme where he goes, "I get it now."
Yeah.
Like he's crying. It's like, I get it now. Wait, I'll opposed to.
He said, He said, it's a very powerful book. In the few moments I held it, it had me nodding along as if every word means. He was nodding his head. He said, oh yeah. They deserve to die. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah. Whoa. Theo? Nah, bro. These are, bro. Liz, they said they got illustrations. God. Citations from respected theses. Nah, see? Oh, so for the thesis taken out of context? According to Super Scholar blah blah, it says right here, if a human doesn't XYZ, then they low key.
Oh, for the black text?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was all fake. Everything was fake.
Oh man. Yeah, the fact that every bit. Oh, okay. So it's one of those like fake quotes that people do. It's just like
it's like, but it's not even fake quote. It's a fake quote and a link to a fake MLA formatted thing. You click that. That's fake. But it's like you can't even click. But that's crazy. You can't even click in there because no internet.
Yeah.
But people,
This man is so stupid, bro.
this is Theo. Before, after he read the book, but before he realized, yo, this chick's getting me. This is him.
I get.
I get why they're on that.
Yeah, he said, "Dang, probably y'all genocide, bro." And you read the book. Whoa. I kind of understand that. I know they said Newton's fifth law said that all hoppy must. It's like Newton said this, really? It's like, oh dang. Well, I know that guy Newton. He's very smart. if he says hoppy gotta go, then they gotta go. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's like, yeah, I didn't think that this was gonna affect me. Then he reads like, oh damn, they
Bro.
might have. He forgot he was a hoppy for a second. He forgot that thing
Yeah,
happened.
right.
Like, I get it.
He rounded up the Haram blood, bro. He just rounded up. He said, hold up. Now, what made me mad was when the dude, after faking every bit of evidence against the Poppy, said that like he felt guilty. I don't know if he suicide or something, because this is something like he felt guilty and then like I don't know if he killed himself or something like that. But I was like, nah, bro, nah. That was so deliberate. Don't come acting guilty now. I didn't know this would hurt the Hoppy. What? You created a whole textbook backed by peer-reviewed resources saying that Hoppy gotta get slaughtered. Yo, fake reviewed. AI textbook, bro. All fake. They're just AI the whole entire thing, bro. Dang. It's so funny that they have to like sign in the name log before you read the fact.
You gotta like. This is supposed to be like their their thing. You gotta pass. This is like a test you gotta pass with your calf now.
Yeah. They said if you can't handle this, brother, just walk away right now. Said, hey.
And this is like we were talking about Aya. Like she had the whole thing about like the black. It was black text is like I'll post a panel where Rose, shout out from Professor, is talking about like. Yeah, this is everything. Like if you like one of those intelligent people, this is everything you need. It has the information there. There's illustrations. Like there's so many things. Like there's testimonies from physicians, figures from experiments spanning a decade. You fake experiments spanning decades, man. But like how are you supposed to like
experiments is crazy. It's like after this population survey, we discovered that all the Hoppy citizens have all claimed to, and then just accuse them of like whether it's like, abuse or like just violent, heinous crimes. Oh yeah, like 90% of all heinous crimes in this community was by Hoppy, and I just started nah, bro, because like people look at those numbers, really, like, is this true, huh? And then that the Haron way back then, they were trying to find someone to be over them since. Their lineage was kind of fessy, they didn't really have a strong history or lineage. So like they were like the fully group of like the races. It wasn't like heavy bullying, but they weren't really too respected. And then they finally found someone like after the book dropped. They're like, a race worse than us, bad. And then they just they went crazy.
It was funny, man. Like, well, not funny, but like you see, like it says endorsements from the academic society. He makes fake societies like the HHA thing was endorsement from HHA, aka the Hoppy Hate Association. But just like they were faking everything. Made by Rock, that person, by the way. Not even
bruh. Yeah, right. Like, nah, cause I know he wanted like he needed one more paper to pass his PhD dissertation. He said, "Man, Tim just fake everything, bro. Wrote the craziest research paper of all time, and ended up causing a whole genocide." And I know he kept the bread too. Like,
oh, he did. He definitely did. He's like, "Hey, man, I can't. This is like my blood money. I can't give to other people. It's blood money. I need to keep it for myself."
Blood money.
Actually, the fame they're like, we don't have the evidence to I feel like that's just them trying to be nice to the author and be like, oh, did he say this because it was he didn't want to defame the Hoppy or the Lurk, or like they're like, oh, did he just say it because he was trolling and like he wanted to like make some random thing up? But like if you like just think about it for 2 seconds, like I feel it's not just hating, it's like building, it's like a hatred where you build up fake so much shit.
Yeah, it goes beyond the joke. Like Polygon, that's something that you can say the author really, it wasn't really that deep. Like the author wasn't really trying to do nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a decent argument because like
you could pretend,
yeah, you could. But here, bro, because at least with Polygon, it was like he was bringing up like statistics and faking quotes and stuff, getting everyone to hate.
It's like implied,
yeah, because like they didn't even like most of the kids didn't even catch on that they were supposed to represent the different races. So like they pointed it out, they're like, oh wait, if this is true, then so the scholars supposed to be happy, right? And then the blah blah blah. Like they started to catch on after, but like there is no like, do you catch it or not when it comes to that black text? Like it is so direct and deliberate. It's like, this is why these guys should go. And then, dang.
Yeah, man. There is so much beautiful things about this. Yeah. Yeah, like.
Dang, her lineup's kind of crazy. I already put in print and stuff.
But like, you kind of like think like, oh, I like how there's like there might be a thing of like, oh, maybe they're overreacting about like everything could be a black text, but then you read the black text.
Yeah, see. Oh yeah, they showed the black text. I mean, they showed the Polygon thing first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like there's like, it could link to. Yeah, I was thinking too that like it paves the way to the black text. I was just like, really? Cause like in my head, okay, black text was like some heinous, like the craziest. Like no one knew what it actually was until yeah, we saw it ourselves, and then yeah, Mulligan. I mean, Polygon. I don't know. I keep saying good.
Yeah.
His body count's crazy though. Nah, see, if those people in Polygon had hands, they wouldn't have died. It's that simple. Nobles, financial fist. Yeah, see, the people that were really mad were higher up because they're like, we gonna be next. These kids gonna start turning into Polygons and stuff like.
Oh man. And this is like it's kind of funny because Mulligan is like the complete opposite of black text in terms of black text is obvious what it is. Like,
yeah, right.
There's no hiding it. It's a hate text on the Hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sugarcoating. And this one, it's like a subtle thing, which might be scary in ways, right? Like, it might be subconscious.
Oh
like,
yeah, subconscious. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you imagine
it could be that like they could be trying to say that the black text in this day and age would never ever see the light of day in like a published copy. So the next best thing is to make a subtle black text where they're basically saying the same thing, but it's like more subtle. But again, that doesn't really work since the black text was like it's the fact that it's so direct and like it's backed by resources. I mean, references that you can't like check, because like it took a while for them to like really check those references before they realized they were all fake.
So, but it might, but like something like Mulligan, but not in Mulligan, but something like that might be scarier because there's a subtle like thing. It could be about like let's say it influenced a generation, and that generation grows up with that belief, right? Like, oh, we don't. They're not gonna say, oh, Rakta people or these people deserve to get this, but then you read it, and then like you go to daily life or like the Rakta Hoppy, the Kador, but like, you don't believe that, right? But you go through life, you just constantly make these connections with these people, and you have that bigotry that builds up in you without you knowing where it came from, and like you now have a whole generation with that bigotry in them, and there's not a way for you to, there's not a way for you to like get rid of that bigotry because like the black text you can just prove it's wrong. Like the black text is, I mean, yeah, but like you can't like if it's bigotry that's just that's based on nothing but a rational belief might be in some ways more scarier than bigotry that Well, rational has belief on quote unquote uh uh quote unquote what's that word called, facts, right? Well, we don't know the fact, it's not facts, but like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
built on this kind of facts, because as soon as those facts are wrong or fake, most people just be like, we can't do that anymore. They're like, they have a mind changing, alter it, and like it's a bigger shock to them, and they might be able to change their views. But something like this, it's like it's subconsciously built in you. It's not like, are you gonna say, oh, what made me into this, or like, oh, what was the thing? How are you gonna disprove something if they just irrationally believe some bigotry thing?
So subconsciously build. I mean, I get it, but like that's only if um like it can't be like a one time thing. It gotta be like a lot of different like hooligan stories that like they keep coming out, and then
Yeah, but if it's like a super popular
yeah, because like if like in like the hooligan we see, right? Like, are you suddenly gonna hate Hoppy because he was killing the scholars?
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like I'm not saying it's Mulligad. I'm saying a type of series that's like kind of like Mulligad.
That's what you mean. Okay, I see.
Like, and if it's like a
Yeah.
super popular, like let's say those pirate, like the pirate one, right? Like it was that level of popularity, and it has a subtlety that most people can't read or like understand. Especially the kids, right? Like when you're kidding me, like I'm gonna be honest, like we're hating, but you're not gonna be, you might not pick up on things, but you subconsciously might pick up on it. And then like, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That's why they gotta like see, they gotta understand like why it could affect them. So I understand why they do that.
Facts. Sorry, I was.
Yeah, what were you saying before, my bad?
No, I think you kind of covered it. I was looking back. Oh yeah, I know you saw the TC chat. That's on the neck is crazy, bro. Them chains, dude. Those are some chains. But what was I saying? Yeah. Also, when Hayes said the thing, Theo didn't necessarily agree. Like, he was still thinking about like how he would answer the question when it came to like how they would like do the black text. So yeah, this series, man, it's too good, bro.
It's just like good writing just makes good manga, man. Who knows?
Yeah, bro.
Who knew good manga was so good?
Dog, news to me. Good manga is good, bro.
We'll be hiding it, man.
You should go and shoot.
All they put out there is manhwa, nothing else for sure.
Alright, bro. Manga web novel. Save me. I'm trying to get on good stuff, bro.
Man, you falling down, man.
Yeah, worse and worse. Alright, man. This Magus war. Nah, what Magus Theo gonna be, bro? You said Magus of the people. Let's go away, bro.
Magus of the people, yeah, man. You know what I mean? He, like, Magus of the, like, everybody has a Magus title, right?
Yeah, Magus of the desert.
Magus of the.
I'll cook this man, bro. Magus of the class, bro.
Yeah, Sedona Magus of the
wind.
Wind. Yeah.
Her friend Magus of the
desert. Earth. The desert, yeah.
Yeah.
Desert. Theo, obvious one is
Magus of the village. His tiny
That's
little
crazy,
village, bro. He said, "Hey, I'm the best one out of all y'all." They're like, "Hey, bro, we're not gonna fight for you for that title, bro. You got it."
He lucky Ganon wasn't in his prime. I'm just saying, man. But If we're being honest, the obvious one is Magus of the water because we know he has insane
yeah.
water mana talent.
Yeah. Nah, see, Sedona's probably should have got the book themselves, bro. Why you wait for the book to get stolen first? Y'all knew where the book was.
Yeah, man.
So I suggest you put it down before you get hurt. Nah, what if this first year smokes some, bro?
I think smoked over.
I hope, I hope she got some villain group tech. Like, whether it's like items or whatever, like what like the Phantom group, what would they give her to make her not feel the mission? Like, that's what I'm curious about. Because Sedona's warriors obviously should be more than enough to handle a normal first year, but clearly she's just not a normal identity. She's backed by the Phantom group, so now that she's backed by them, I'm very curious to see, like, could she summon those monsters that were like the terrorist thing? Not summon as in like it's a power to summon, but like could she like call them over? Like SOS kind of thing. Cause that would be crazy. Cause those guys weren't easy to deal with.
It's gonna be like, she gotta have something on her like deck on her.
Yeah.
And it's like, when did she become a member of the thing?
Bro,
like,
that's
when...
bro, did it catch her when she was young? And then, like...
Mind you, they're like, canonically, like, most of these kids are like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're like, like, two child soldiers? That's crazy.
Yeah, hey. I know he wanted Cynthia to be one of his little homies, bro. Cynthia was caught when she was like 2.
Oh, man.
So next, volume 8 gonna be a action volume.
Sorry, volume 8. Do you see the volume cover?
Nah, not yet.
I mean, you've probably seen it.
Have I?
Oh, I'll link it. Give me 1 second.
Alright, I'll be chilling in BC chat. Who's on? Of course, EK on Rivals. Of course.
Keep VC chat.
I'm about to. Ooh, I see this yet. That's the twin.
Oh, wait, hold. You see the volume cover?
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
Yo, hold on. She got armament hockey. That's crazy.
Oh, nah. See, Liz, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. Youngest armament hockey user of all time. Hey,
I don't know, man. Step outside, some people.
Hey, and we did say Conquerors. No Google extension add-ons, by the way. Pure from the mud, bro. Like,
some folks had to have 2 years of training at the age of 20, at the age of as an adult to get armament hockey. That's crazy, man.
Nah, it's crazy. Oh, that's the Sabo Dragon Claw stance. The set 3, take the claw.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on now. Now that mask growing on me. They really do look like some demons, bro. I won't lie.
Who?
Like the mask that the Phantom group wears.
Oh, that's gonna be a real bone, man. Y'all,
bro. They said, bro, none of our shit fake. Even the bone not fake. the bone not fake, bro.
I feel like you got that. Hey, man. She's saying you only get that logo on the top of the head. That's a certified. That's how you know certified in these. That's how you know certified. Like when you get that, man. That's equivalent to get the teardrop tattoo. You got the bodies on you.
Oh, my teardrop tattoo. Nah, son.
It's gonna be such a interesting thing. Like, how are they gonna do everything? It's like, and I feel like I'm thinking, like, would it be smarter for the villain group to have just one person, or multiple people because
You mean a
one
spy?
person, yeah, spies, right? Like in terms of, like the first year group, right? Because it's like one person. If there's multiple people, it's obviously easier in terms of like, um, they
Getting
can
stuff
get better,
done,
more chances, more like different things they can do,
but you can get
right?
caught easier, right?
Sorry, what?
But you can get caught easier, right?
Yeah, if they're multiple, there's like a higher chance of getting caught because there's more people. There's more likely, it's like yeah, like more likely stuff to happen. But if if this is just like one person, yeah. If it's just one person, it's like it's less harder to get caught. But it's like they can't do much if they get like, you know what I mean? It's like it's harder for them to do more multiple things at once, or like more things than they need to do. It's gonna be interesting, like how they choose to do it. What if one of the teachers are part of it? Yo,
Dang, these are teachers.
yeah, teachers.
You know what? I believe it because ever since I saw how high of a this Grandpa Cocopa prayed for Theo, bro. Do you know how high his status is? I know they got teachers in there because, especially with the Kafna. Remember, most of the Kafna not even that loyal to the library, bro. Like the Kafna outside, like the ones that be like doing patrols and stuff. Like everything is just factions these days.
Well, yeah, there's like there's factions about the thing, right? Kamako had such a rule. Like thinking about like more you like think about Kamako, you're like she's so goated. Like don't think it was head dude.
Like the aura and the presence. Like people, even her biggest ops had to stay in line and be like, okay, because no matter what beef I had with Kamako previously, she really saved the world, bro. Like we were not fighting Wormwood, bro. Like she really handled that. I gotta respect. But these little Cynthia not getting the respect, bro. I'm sorry, like, dang. And the thing is, a lot of people they're not liking how the library move. They want to print their own stuff, bro. They want to handle their own book. Oh yeah, it was so funny when they said that. Oh, what happens during war? When they want to take the books, they say, oh, we'll enter the war, get the books and leave.
They're like, yeah, they're not good people. That is something that's crazy.
No, because they don't say it from the perspective that's like, shouldn't we do the good thing and like help? They said, nah, we have to stay neutral, bro. We gotta be neutral. We only go in, grab the books, and leave. Whoever wins gonna win. Whoever loses gonna lose. Like just imagine, like you out here, you have a big family, and you got some precious books, bro. The ops come in, you're on like the other side of the Civil War. Family dropping like flies, bro. You desperate, crying. You trying to fight back. You see Kafna pull up. Help! We need help. Kafna, help us. To just enter your house, bro. Grab your books and just dip. Oh my god, bro.
Hey man, she's saying like.
They said I have to save what's important. It's not your life, bro. These books. That's crazy.
Oh man, she's saying the only reason to help the Hoppy out was because the reason they set the high one because the thing was based off a book, man.
Oh, that's
because they couldn't think, but yeah, it's kind of just like she has so much clout on her that she can just like make them not do anything.
Yeah,
but,
right. Like her presence literally like is a stopgap for him. Like it literally stops.
Yeah,
him,
man.
Like, hey. Like
so you know how both like they can stop both, but you know how both of them, both Cynthia and Kamako are like they have the albino. I don't want to say albino, but like the whole.
I don't think Kamako is she?
Yeah, she is.
Word. Okay, that's cool. No, Washington Kamako.
Give me 1 second.
Please, I beg you, let me take the creature with me. Oh yeah, that little rabbit thing. I still cannot believe that girl is smart, bro.
Which girl?
The one that's with the trio with Alv and. I forgot her name. That's unfortunate. So crazy. The funny one with the Coochie hijab, the Louis V hijab.
Oh man, yeah, that's my good. Hey man, I love her.
Yeah, she's so
funniest character of all time.
She talked to those kids. All right, kids, say Miss. And this is her name. They were not gonna call her Miss, bro.
She's
like,
so
dang.
unserious. I love her, man.
And then the one time she was serious, boom, but Medina really wrapped it up instantly. Like, Medina, these books were created by.
She hyped herself up.
He said, "What do you say?" Fight for big sis.
Mihona.
Yeah, Mihona. There we go. He was like, fight for you are a test on me. Tim, go pick up the books. And then she just left the room to go. Yoda's like, wait, what? He's already like, this is my time to shine. I was like, bruh, that's crazy. Oh yeah, that random side story about that Haran girl. It's like, I don't want this guy, this raptor guy marry my sister. Oh my god, bro. I was like, bro, you are like 8. Relax. It's not that serious, bro. Dang, her forehead big. No, I think it might be a Haran thing. I won't lie. Harans be having big foreheads, bro.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was saying, hey man, we know both Kamako and Cynthia are centiples, aka like they're the version of albino in the in the Magus world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like all white, everything. Yeah, man. Street's saying that that's gonna be a problem for Cynthia when it wasn't a problem for when it wasn't a problem for Kamako. They're gonna be like, oh,
bro, nobody would ever like that word come out of your mouth near Kamako. She don't even gotta look at you. Her youngin won't handle it. They'd be like, "What did you call Kamako?" Like, nah, bro. But Cynthia, she walk in the room. Someone gonna mention it. Someone gonna whisper under their breath, act like you can't hear. But you know,
it's like pretty much like when with Kamako, it's like you can't you gotta pretend it's not. You gotta say it's like it can't be a bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then Cynthia is like when she's a contender, she's gonna be like, they're gonna be rooms like, can we really trust a centipede to lead us? Like
that is crazy. Is that really the case? Because the thing is, if it was really a bad thing, then how did she beat Wormwood? Clearly, clearly it's not a bad thing. But Cynthia beat Wormwood, so don't really work this time. But
oh man, I like how we like this. This is like one thing that what I love in good writing about stories is that we know like from end of volume 5, it's the results are obvious. Is Cynthia's gonna win? It's becoming the next Magus of the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it literally says the boy that united a generation and the girl that would become the next Magus of the library. But we're still theorizing like about like the succession war and like it doesn't feel like this story is gonna be like so. It doesn't feel like it's already contrived because we know the answer. Because we're already thinking about like how it's gonna happen. Is it gonna be multiple people there? Like, how is it gonna like go down and everything? Like, there's so much. That's how you know it's a good well-written story. When the results of something are obvious, but we still think about, we can still like talk about, discuss, and like theorize and be excited about the next future, and not think it's not inherently contrived about everything. But yeah.
Hey. I was going through that one side story again.
Which one? Oh,
I'm gonna. Well, I don't know what's the side story, but I'm putting in PC chat. Wait, so just to summarize what you were saying before about the. Could you talk about how it'll be a problem with Cynthia, but not Kamako? Or because like that's like the last part I was focused on.
Oh damn! You missed my other thing then.
Oh, my fault, bro. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I said about that. I was joking about like they're gonna make the whole thing about Cynthia, and then I said like this is how you know this is a good manga because a good series because we know the results are gonna be Cynthia winning the. She's gonna be the next Magus because it's already been told, but we still excited about like how it's gonna happen. We're not thinking it's a contrived thing. It's like, oh brother, let's just get it over with.
Oh yeah, and also, how powerful would her position be, even if she gets it? remember, this library leader, the library position, the librarian might not be as strong in Cynthia's hands as it was in Kamako's. So even though it could be a situation where even if she takes over the library, it lost mad power because the people that's supposed to like support the leader of the library aren't really. They either like doing their own thing. Because the thing about the library is that the executive power of the library is like one of the strongest, and also because of Kamako too. So it's like they can like force people to follow like the book rules. But the thing is, they don't start no wars and they're very independent. So they know that the bottom line for the library is literally as long as you don't like publish nonsense and you don't like burn books and stuff, the library will literally leave you alone. So it's not really like there's no clash of interest. Well, there's no big enough clash of interest for you to like hate the library, but like the library is very powerful. Like it's very powerful. And especially since Kamako runs it too, you kind of want to let her cook. But with Cynthia, especially the people that like Kamako sends over to like go and you know like how the volume started, Sedona and them pulled up to handle that that place that was out here selling those books about the religion to like put down another race or another group. Would Cynthia be able to like? Would she have that strong of a force as well available to her, or would that force be like, oh, I only really listen to Kamako, and then Cynthia might have to start her own or have her own, you know, people to send over, like whether it's like people from Theo's generation, might have to start her own power kind of thing. So hey.
And thinking about this and like thinking that is just like, even if we think about just like the like let's say the power of the library doesn't diminish when Cynthia takes it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The internal politics won't be also there because remember, a lot of these sages, like Kamako's the oldest, and they respect, like they may have like they have beef with each other, but they fall in line when Kamako's there, right?
Yeah.
But Cynthia's there, like some of them might try big, like that's my daughter, like the little broing her, like the little sistering her.
Bro, what are you talking to? I'm better call me like you might be a leader of the library, but I'm still like
like
I'm big sage too, and then that's exactly why they were excited for Cynthia because she had like one of the best Honda levels ever. Because like they need like a powerful person, even though Cynthia has like flaws in terms of like. I don't know these flaws, but she has like weaknesses in like many areas, like politics, communication. You know, of course, these are things she can work on. But they chose her literally because of the mana. They said, "Dude,
she a natural talent."
Yeah, if we have like someone like this, maybe with her power alone, she can keep people in check. You know, like they want to come after the library. Big Cynthia, big mana pool, we up. You know, like it could be that kind of.
They're gonna use her as a weapon. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, bro, because you can't just have someone that talks good up there because people just not gonna listen.
She's gonna be. It's crazy because, because I mean, Kamako had that as well, but she probably. I feel like she didn't need to. Maybe in the beginning, like I would be interested in learning like the. First couple decades maybe of like the library, like she had to like flex her muscles a little bit.
And everyone was in reformation mode too, and keep in mind she also shattered clout because since almost all the areas was left destitute, she was the one that were going around helping like the refugees and helping. So her PR was already insane, and then so after all that PR, she's just by the way, this library is gonna be a thing. All these books that are burned, I'm not gonna let that happen again. We're gonna save these books, yada. People are like, hey, I'm with it. Because not only was she one of the heroes, but she was also one of the biggest driving forces in like the Reformation and helping like the poor and the slums and stuff like that. So, but back then, like the few, she definitely had to flex her muscles a bit. But that Kamako clout, people, you were not wrong. People are sleeping on how much that Kamako clout has taken her, bro.
I think she she might have the claim as one of one of the few people they can claim the title of the most important person in the world. Honestly,
she might even claim history.
That's gonna be tough.
Because like with history, we have to look because like if we're looking like in terms of like empires, right? Because like you can argue that the current place is the most peaceful. Actually, the reason why I'm just trying to say that like the way things operate now,
Yeah,
you could argue is like the
it's
it for most it benefits the most amount of people, and then Kamako is also because like first off, feeding Wormwood alone already puts her as like one of the top most ranked like most important humans in their history. Just like the Wormwood stuff alone.
yeah,
But, like,
her and the other heroes.
Yeah, so there's 6 other heroes. Then on top of beating Wormwood, also established the library. So it's like that's the defeat
I
that
think,
kind of
yeah, because yeah, the library definitely put her on a different level because
yeah.
if the heroes are on there, and I think one of the things that like just a side note, I think her one thing that really helped her rep was her going against her own race
Yeah.
and stopping Hyron.
Yeah.
It just showed to these people that like people that might have the doubt is like, yo, she's willing to go against her own race. You gotta trust her. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
she's certified.
Yep. Hey, you low key saying she's planning all this as a huge PR scheme, bro. Like...
Yo, hey man, relax. I'd never go against Granny like that.
Yeah, facts. Let me chill.
But like, yeah, because like, and like other things, it's like, like individually, like the other heroes might have more clout in their whole in their respective races.
Oh yeah, that's
but
true.
Like every single race has like that thing of like
That's
Kamako's
true.
like that.
Like for like the race Venn diagram, Kamako's like in the middle of all of them, bro. Like
yeah, like she got that.
Yeah, the one point they all share. That's like, all right, we might really not mess with like most Hyron, but Kamako though, might not mess with the library, but Kamako though.
There's like there's like a couple of characters I've seen in books where like they have it where like they're like even their enemies gotta respect them, and there's like a just a universal thing. It's like Kamako's gonna be that girl, like that woman. Like it's not just Kamako is like, she's like just Kamako. You know what I mean? I like how we just gas Kamako, like we like Kamako. They turn into Kamako gas stream like crazy. I know she was crazy in her prime as well, man.
Oh, that is that is an insane statement, dude. That's an insane statement.
Dude, why do you take it that way, man? What do you heathen? I just said she is sane in terms of strength.
Oh.
Whoa, what do you think about?
Whoa. Was I not thinking the same thing?
Then what are you saying is a crazy statement then, huh?
Because I'll think the Hoppy guy was stronger. Because he
I knew the Hoppy guy was stronger.
Like he was the one that sacrificed himself to be Wormwood, bro. Clearly,
what if that's all she?
MVP, bro.
What if that's all that he was good for, though? Huh? What if he couldn't do anything? He had to. That's all he could contribute. That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. You're saying Hoppies just deserve to be pawns, bro? That's wild, Liz.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
Maybe you were a cool. See, if I check the references or the citation in the black text, I thought I saw Liz there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I saw your name. Like I was looking, they're just like quote from Liz.
I heard the
no. Goddamn Hoppies, so loud and annoying every day. I'm like, dang, bro, like just cause
I heard he sponsored it, man. You like printed it.
I heard you took a 1% cut from the dude that wrote it. Like that's crazy, bro.
Oh man, this whole discussion, there's like so like when we get the adults are talking though, and like about the black, like the mulligan and the whole thing. I just want to talk about the like, oh man. Yeah, give me 1 second. There's gonna be a lot to. I gotta link the. It's be a lot to link, but I'm gonna link.
I like when the guy said, "We just gotta hold that." Like books gonna be, you got the stuff these books, bro. We gotta hold that. Cause again, a lot of people they only want the good side. Like that's the thing. Like they only, and then the thing is, if you only want the good side, you risk getting rid of things that you need. Like you might not want, but you still need. And then that's why I like.
Oh yeah, I was
really talking like, hey, there's just something we have to go. It's part of the process. Like y'all only want like the best. Oh, we can expose our kids to any like like the people that be like even the slightest form of violence. It's like no, but it's just like if you give the right rating, get it. Like this is something that's just gonna be part of it. You can't just like ban every single thing that just slightly goes against a concept or something like that. because like books that need to be banned, everyone knows it needs to be banned. As soon as there's like controversy or discussion on whether it should happen or not, you know that there's room for leeway for a reason. Like clearly, it's not as clear as someone might have thought. And then, as a society, that's what I like when Theo also said that it's up to us. It's up to the new gen to kind of see where this book will take us. Like in the next 2 decades, are we all gonna turn to cheat heads and then see use Prilligan as like the use a Prilligan as like the forefather of like the generation of like literacy in our generation, or are we gonna, or is it, you know, war? Like, because even the dude respected it as a masterpiece, you know, are we gonna have it as keep as a Hall of Fame book while still maintaining, you know, the literacy levels and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's like so much, but first of all, I wanted to talk about this old man and his whole speech. I just love this whole thing about like, it's like talking about like just where you say like we can't underestimate everything, and like the whole 1 second. Yeah, like first of all, the whole thing about like freedom of expression is like important thing, but like freedom of expression means that you can't complain when other people express something. Because there's not freedom if you can express something and other people can't.
Yeah.
So if you want to put that out there, you want to put the mulligan and say it's freedom of expression. When somebody puts something out there that you don't agree with, you can't just suddenly say it's not something that's right. Those things. Yeah, it's like the whole you gotta suffer the books. Yeah, and like the whole like thing about like we gotta suffer the books because we know the usefulness of books outweigh what they can do. Like he brought the example. I love the example of like not like the wagon can run a man over, a knife can kill a man, but we still have to use both. We can't just throw these away.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then you mentioned the freedom of expression. Like you're just like, where you're just like, if everyone could just say anything, it gonna get annoying. I was like, yes, it will get annoying. Like freedom comes with a price. Held tongues and grit teeth. You better be sure you got the patience to bear it. Yeah.
Well, that a knife could sound.
Because it does sound good on paper, bro. Oh, we could say anything we want. Wow, great, awesome.
Well, as soon as somebody says, "Oh, you don't like," I don't know, man.
And then when someone gives you a fave series that's 6, all of a sudden,
it's like, hey man, why are certain people out to have opinions?
Yeah, all of a sudden, the tweets coming out. Like, God, like, take these guys' rights away. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, and like it's like in the wagon example, he's like, okay, yeah, like we said, like the wagon run over things over, but if we get rid of the wheels of a wagon and try making them
safe, so it won't
safe,
and
that's like so writers, like if we just limit writers, it's not gonna help us because they have to have their own like expression, and like he said, expression is the war engine that drives civilization forward.
I almost thought he was the Grandpa Cocoa Puff, bro. I was about to like heart attack, but luckily,
he's probably still a bad guy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. As long as it's not 100% confirmed, I can at least lie to myself, bro.
Oh man,
put the wheels. We didn't gotta worry about it running anyone down, but it doesn't do us any good. Expression is the war engine that drives me. Yeah, sure, it's dangerous, and there will be victims, people getting hurt and criticizing the news, but it's all in service of the good. That is true. Like it's almost proven that society does work better if you just let people cook.
But yeah, it's kind of a fine line in there, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you brought up the Theo. Like I love that Theo was like the one that wrapped, as you say, wrapped this. I don't want to say wrapped it up, but he had the whole thing about like it's like, you know, regardless of what happens or what the message of the Mulligan is, at the end of the day, it's the people that use the message and how they like. It's the people have agency and how they use the agency to and their like beliefs and how they spread it. is going to be the ultimate deciding factor about what Mulligan's future is going to be. Because if people just read it, Mulligan becomes just one of those like super like this is just one of those series you read as a kid that's super violent. You grow up and you realize it's pretty mid, and you just go about your life. Or it could be a series that like it results in a super violent events or something like that. It's like the book is important. Like the book is gonna be obvious thing, but yes, at the end of the day, it's
the
just
book of the cosign of that anti-lobbyist. Like he said, he's a masterpiece, no doubt. But I was like, whoa, cosign? That's crazy.
oh man,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Oh yeah, and then to add on to what you were saying, I mean, just a little joke, but he said every story out there, as good or bad that it brings us, that's as true for the classics as it is for fleeting fads of today. And I like how he brought up classics, because people be thinking these classics are all good. They've only brought good to the world. Nah, because I know Liz gonna bring up Rose of Versailles, but let me stop. But
Hey man, you said it, but we both know the truth.
But yeah, I like that he brought it up because
The man or Theo?
Theo, he brought that classic unsafe from like having that kind of because you know people say, oh
yeah, classics, yeah, okay,
most likely will bring us bad things, and then Theo said, I mean every book is kind of good or bad. That applies for classics too. And of course he went back to saying it's up to the people and us, how would we take it and how would it affect us, because the main thing is that like they're worried about how it's affecting the future generation, and that's Theo. That's Theo though. So Theo's like, yeah, it's up to us and my peers and all that to how will we continue to use what we're learning on our books to affect the future. And if they start turning to violent terrorism and they're like, for Mulligan, we will for Mulligan, we will
the Mulligan maniacs.
we would not redeem. What the heck? We would I don't know what penance be saying. Purify, yeah. We'll purify society, and then like just go
rectify.
in. And, rectify. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's gonna? Nah, but the Pulligan by like the two moons. I already posted it before, but with all the dead bodies there, bro.
He was doing that. Yo, he doing the Luffy kind.
I told you, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
But he actually catches bodies, bro. Like Luffy be landing because he crushes their dreams, bro. He crushes their dreams. Mulligan, bro, you gonna be screaming after he crushes you, bro. Yeah. See, and then the thing is, I'm kind of mad. You were like the villains wearing real skulls, bro. Because this might be how they do it. Get their fave op, they take it down, use their skull, and then get a new mask, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, they'd be like, especially if they don't have like a disciple that just graduated. All right, you're now an official member. Here, this is my fave school. This guy has been my rival for the past 5 years. I just took him out last week. This is for you. It's like, whoa, that's crazy.
But yeah, like there's so much this series that like these so little things that this series does that like it kind of veers itself away from traditional fantasy series, and they're like things like Theo, well, like, especially Theo, like both my songs would be Theo, but Theo saying, "Yo, I'm a Hyron as well," and not just taking just this hobby side. And like as we see in this panel I posted, where like we talk about Theo talks about the effect of Mulligan or any book, he doesn't talk about it's gonna be the effect of the book. It's gonna be like how people use this book and how they act with the book is gonna be more important than the book itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is such a good.
Back to what you said about the hobby thing too. It's like, and it's not even like it's a bad thing when other series do it. It's just that when you do it that way, you're still, because like people got their own circumstances. We both don't suffer from having like an identity where like half your blood hates the other half of the, like we really can relate to that. But from the stories I've seen and like, from like the anecdotes I've seen and stuff like that, most people, of course, whatever side is the victim, they would more emphasize, because like the side that's the victim, most likely they'll either be oppressed by the side that's not the victim, because they have the side of the victim's blood in them. So be, oh, you're not really,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And of course, they might empathize about what, whether the mom or the dad has been through or their people have been through. But and then Theo here, it's set up the same way as I've always seen it. Like Hoppy side, Chiron side, and then but the thing is, Theo doesn't want to just not like limit himself, but he doesn't want to just like close his view to be like, okay, because Hoppy has suffered the way they suffered, I'm gonna completely ignore my Chiron side out of like a retribution or like revenge, because this is still like, if this is how you want to do it, that's how you want to do it. It is your life, like no one can tell you, oh no, this is how you're supposed to do it. But the fact that Theo found it in him to be able to be like, okay, I'm still a Chiron at the end of the day. Like, I might have Hoppy. Yeah, the Chiron might have done these insane, crazy things. It's almost like he's looking at it from the same, that like, it's not that he just like emphasizes with like the Hoppy side, but there's also the guilt from the Chiron side too. Because a lot of people, they do look at it just from the side of like, oh, I have like the blood of the victims, but you also have the blood of the oppressors too. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm purely just with the victims, when half your blood is still with the oppressors as well. It's almost like they're ignoring that part of it. Of course, you could say because they don't want anything to do with it. That is true, but from someone who,
sorry, could you repeat that again? My bad, I was thinking.
Oh, okay. I was saying that how like how people with, like in this example, they'll have like the half Hoppy blood, and then they would emphasize and side of like the victims, but and then that basically be what the emotion is limited to, like they want to get revenge for like the Hoppy side. But like Theo here, he also seems to have like the guilt from the Chiron side as well. You see that line when you're just like, I'm a Chiron, I have to like see this through, I have to like, I can't. And I'm kind of like, whoa, because like most people, they don't see it from that side, because of course at the end of the day, like when they have to have with like the half blood situation, you didn't do any of that. You're in the newest generation. You weren't there to do all of that. It's all your ancestors doing, whether your ancestors were the victims or the oppressors. That had nothing to do with you specifically. And then Theo here took it the angle of that, like the Chiron side in me, there's guilt there for what the Chiron did to the Hoppy, which I've almost never seen, surprisingly. Like usually people stick with just the Hoppy said, oh, Hoppy said we're the victims. Okay, I'll fight with you guys. Especially because like they usually be bullied by like the Chirons in this situation. So to be like, all right, screw the Chirons, I'm with the Hoppy. And then that also kind of gives off more of like a, not really an identity thing, but more of like a revenge for like how they were treated thing. So, but like Theo, he made it like he could really separate himself from like the issue. I don't know, I guess he keeps like a very clear head when it comes to these issues, and then he tackles them in such a refreshing way that like, is he really the age he's at, bro? Like this is my guy, bro.
It's funny because oh man, what am I saying? And it's like, I'm not even funny, but it's because like Theo is because funny enough, well, not funny enough, but Theo has a reason to hate on like, because he was bullied. Like we know he was bullied because of his because of his Hoppy beliefs, right? Well, not Hoppy, but like he's like if anybody was like he had Hoppy features. Like if anybody was gonna be bully or like want to be I could kind of claim the Hoppy thing, it's Theo.
Yep.
But he still's like, he has the kindness. That's real kindness, man. A lot of these MCs be fake pretending they're the kind. Theo, real kind man.
Thank you. Like Liz, like when I started like reading like the nonsense I've been reading, I've really started seeing through a lot of these MCs. Like the example I brought up, right, about how like they were saying, oh, I'm doing it for like the Hoppy side in me, yada yada. But isn't it mainly because y'all were bullied by the Chiron? If y'all weren't bullied by the Chiron, would you truly be on the Hoppy side right now as you say you were? You know what I'm saying? Like it's more like they're taking revenge for themselves, not for what they did in the past. But they're gonna word it like they're like defender of justice. Oh, I'm siding with the Hoppy because what the Hiron did to Hoppy was pure evil. Yeah, but I'm like, would you really have the same like line of thought if you were born in a happy Hoppy? Happy Hiron family. You know, like you still got the same half blood, but the Hirons now accepted you. Would you still be like, oh, we Hiron did wrong with the Hoppy, and yet you know what I'm saying? Like it seems more like a personal thing than like a of the action of what happened in the past. But that's what I said. I really like how Theo was able to separate these issues, especially with Medina. He had every reason to hate this woman, bro. Every reason. But Theo was looking back at this and said, bro, we're both Kafna. We're both future Kafna. And I had to go through things because of my half Hoppy. And now she has to go through things because she's like the way her personality is set up, she's kind of isolated from everyone. So and then even I don't want to call her the Kriya girl, bro. What's her name?
Kriya who?
The Kriya girl.
Olga,
there we go. Olga too. They were just like, Olga because of she's a Kriak and her features. I don't know if she had another quirk people were kind of cooking her for. Was that she's able to read people's faces? Oh no, I think it was just her being a Kriak, and then she learned to read people's faces due to the bullying. But even her, she's just like, dang, like I was isolated too. Medina, like she be cooking us every day, but like we all in the same position, and then the way like they all came together helped her out, and it's not like they solved their beef, but the thing is like there's far more to like human relationships and like emotion than just simple, oh, you said these bad words to me, very very bad words to me in school, I don't fuck with you. Because like I'm sure if Medina was like well loved by everybody, yada yada yada, and still was distant Theo for no reason, then Theo's probably like, alright, tell me just keep my distance. But like he's seen himself in Medina. Like the fact that he's able to do that after what he's been through is crazy. And then taking that step forward to help her, because it wasn't even a step, it was like a giant leap forward. He didn't have to do any of that. And then even after Medina was being scolded by everybody for the books, Theo stepped in. Said, nah, Medina gonna boss up. Stop saying she ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna boss up. We gonna start scoring these exams. I'm like, yo, Theo, what? Come on, bro.
Theo's the kind of guy you want. That's like he's just a good person.
Yeah, like,
but
and I like that he's also not like the textbook kind of good person, where it's like everything is solved by like the textbook. He's always just not introspective, but he's always thinking in
outside the box.
Yeah, outside the box, such interesting ways. Because like with the ADHD girl, right? I feel like textbook good person be like, oh, bullying's wrong, don't bully. But the fact that he brings up, like, oh, is it really that big of a deal if she's not as focused with what the teacher's saying when she's out here? Like, look at the skills. Look how neat she is with these strips. Like, couldn't she make a good I forgot what Kafna office kind of like line the books up. She'll make a perfect, like if I could have that kind of ability, I'll be kind of gassed up. And when they brought up the focus thing, it's like, oh yeah, but like I feel like my fave MCs, if they were here, they wouldn't be focused either. So I don't really use that as a demerit to be like, oh, you're not focused or you won't do big things in life. When it's like all these MCs that end up doing big things in their own respective stories, I don't think they'll be focused here either. So it's like, it's almost like he uses his own personal experiences at the same time of like just what he's just like seen through life and all of that. Like, I don't know, like I feel like a textbook person
I brought it up early in the stream, but like Theo was different than most of these other students because he like how he grew up and how he like learned. Like he learned as from Ganon in a random, like he was working on the job, he was getting the real life experience. He was like his way experiences and what he learned is way different than like a textbook folks, man. And like that's why he can give these things. He has perspective. And like, shout out Ganon. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm kind of thinking, but Ganon, I know Ganon probably helped him.
Oh yeah.
See different things about like how the world works, and he has a different perspective. And like, I feel like Gandalf was teaching more life lessons while these kids, other
Yeah.
kids, were learning like school lessons. Man, you know what I mean? You guys, I was learning life lessons. Y'all was learning school lessons. But and then I also like that when he was calling us a Medina. He's nice, but he has limits himself.
Yeah,
Like he's like,
exactly.
yo, talk about my sister.
Yeah,
We
he's a
gonna have a
hold up.
problem.
Cause I still wanna like I still wanna help y'all here, but like that's final straw right there. Don't talk about sis. Don't and then that's also why I like that he's not that textbook good person too, because he has those moments where he's just like, whoa, do not talk to me like that. Like what in the world? And also sometimes he's a little naive as well. Like when he with the Sedona thing, like when he wanted to meet Sedona again, so Sedona can tell him where to go. And Sedona was like, bro, it's your life. find your own way. And the Theo kind of like thinking just like, oh yeah, like he was just like in his second, like they did like a small little skit of it. He's just like he wanted to meet Sedona, and then like that like Sedona as like an angel. It's like Theo,
Yeah.
the protection office needs you. Come, like Theo just expected you to get some life guidance to like see where to go. So I was like, nah, bro, it's your life. Work hard, see where you want to go, see where you want to fit, yada yada yada. And he's just like, oh, I just like, what was
I think I
so nice?
yeah. I think I figured out with Theo. A lot of these goody two shoes, they let people walk over them.
Yeah. That's true.
But Theo believes in this. His whole. I think one of his core beliefs is like treat others how you want to be treated. Everybody deserves to be treated with respect. He applies that to himself as well,
Yes.
and the people he cares about. It's not like he's gonna be like, "Oh, you can shit on me."
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna always think. Like he's willing to like take some hits or take some slander. Like not too much, but like
Yeah.
if you're gonna yell at me, like I'll take it. It's whatever.
And,
but like,
and also Theo also knows he's not the best in his class. Not even close. So
oh
like,
man,
yeah, he knows. So when people like making jokes that he ain't in like the top, he lets them cook. But like you said, yeah, bottom line, nothing that I got going on has something to do with my sister. So you do not bring her up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
keep my wife name out of your mouth, Medino.
You saying wife, but I know she like number like what 8? Like come on, bro.
I only got 2, man. Her and the Magus of the desert,
yeah,
man.
the one we sharing, yes sir.
Relax, man.
Next topic. You get her on the weekends on holidays, man.
I get her all the time. Your wife 11 kids deep, man. You worry about your kids.
Bro. Don't worry about what we got going on, bro. What we got going on, bro.
Crazy, man. My stepbrothers, Alvin, thing, your stepbrother, Sumomo, is crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, the new stepsons. Come on now. Y'all got me messed up. That's stepsons. I don't claim him for real. But actually, now for her, I'll claim him. It's just that her organs just work well, bro. That's all it is. 11
that is crazy.
They work well, bro. Yeah, Alright, anyway, pooping on. Oh, Nadaka. Her head shining like always.
4 head, 5 head, 6 head ass.
No, Liz. I'll show you. Like every time you see her on the panel, they always gotta draw the white spot, bro. Like you gotta know she's shining, and we ain't talk about ice, bro. Like, wait, that's one, and then they show her walking away again. I'm just like,
she get that.
Like forehead always gotta be shining every time. You gotta know. The light gonna reflect, blind you, and then people gonna sneak up and all right. Let me stop.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
It's me holding up with some little respect. Oh yeah, I also like that the IQ in the series is also very high. But like if you say who's the Thomas character, like what would I even mention?
It might be Theo.
Yeah, well, I was like, Theo, like, dude, that's insane. Like, if Theo is the bar for quote unquote dumbness when it comes to like the Kafna like sphere of the world, that's insane. Because Theo's easily more intelligent like 90% of these MCs, bro. Dang. Yeah, because Mihona's issue was her cultural stuff. It's probably Theo Hoga. What's crazy, I mean, not sorry, Medina's issue was the cultural aspect of Shina Kafna. But when I found out Mihona was like very intelligent, I fell on my knees. I was like, really?
Yo,
Mihona? Dang. See, because like some series, you already know the Mihona archetype gonna be the dumbest damsel in distress character, no emotion, nothing, bro. And then even like in the Kafna exam, Nautico was given super antag vibes. And then even when she was talking about like especially women as Kafna and stuff like that, Theo didn't, because like, you know, Theo's a dude. So I like how the Pitsu didn't make Theo just immediately understand all the wheels and woes of what women go through just because he's the MC. Because some of these MCs should not be that aware of like what it means to be a woman in society, but like they just know. Yeah, they just know somehow. I'm just like, what, how? And then like after the Aya stuff, and then he's really looking at it, and then he's like, oh, okay, I kind of see what Nautico was saying. I was like, thank you. Like, each of these characters, they got their own perspectives, their own lifestyles and stuff like that, and then we're learning from Theo's POV, like how he's also, I mean, with Theo, we're also training, you know, how people in this world are, what they go through, and like their kind of lifestyles.
Yeah, it's like I always brought it up, but like this is a talk about feminine, like the whole talk about women in Magus. It's something that's built up throughout.
Yeah.
The entire, like, there's like it's an inherited theme that runs about multiple characters, and it has highlights from like people like Aya, and like, but it's set up from the beginning. Everything's, yeah, it's so beautifully done, man. Like, and then Mihona's funny. She just put all her stats into not even street intelligence, just
just pure book smarts. All the stats just went into book smarts, bro. And she got a little bread, so you know that his job gotta have the Louis V on it, bro. If you don't see the LV on it, it's not mine. You know how she coming. But yeah, I can't. There's a lot of people in class I'm also very excited for. I'm excited for the funny girl. I keep forgetting her name. I think it starts with an S. I think you know what I'm talking about. The one that took her Tobo, her falling Tobo clan from like it was about to fall. Then when she took over, it rose back up. I'm about to I'll just post her. I'm really excited to get her. Yeah, cause she's a hater that don't really hate for real. Like, she just like, hey, if Medina gonna become good, then by all means, bro, I'll be the first to clap.
Oh yeah, she just like, yo, she's like a definition, like, you do your job, I'm not gonna hate.
Yeah, she's like, why would I hate if you're doing your job? Like, I was like, oh, because usually people want to stand 10 toes for some reason. No, since I hated you before, I have to keep hating you forever. What? What are you talking about, bro? But she was like, what? Nah, like, I don't really like her at first because she's just out here getting bad grades and being mean. But if her grade's nice and if she's a respected captain, of course I'm gonna respect her. I was like, whoa, okay, that's cool. At least I'll even lead the cheer, bro. Nah, Liz, they're doing my girl wrong, bro. Shout out Nautica, by the way, smart girl. Always make sure you to double check your work, by the way. I know Pan's name Liz. What? Put it, make it glow like this, Liz. That John's shining. Medina's so cool, bro. Oh my god.
Oh man, you took one chapter, but that's something. Zillion.
This will do. Over the power of Medina Helic. Yeah, people had that at the RV, bro. almost brought tears in my eyes. All right, about to be 12. Let's reach towards the end. So how are we gonna wrap this up?
Okay, that's perfect. We can just we want to end it at 12 then, or yeah.
Yeah, or 20 before. It's just that we're
Like that's gonna be the I was gonna say like the maximum like. Yeah, you don't have to push it to like past 12. Like that should be like the thing. So like we could start wrapping up and just like have a little more thoughts about.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, volume 7 is such a good volume, and like we'll and like I feel like we'll do a deep how you do a deep dive will happen when you decide to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do a. All right, so I'm thinking of doing a script between of Black Text and Puttigan, not separately, but like together. So
comparison.
You said what?
A comparison or like a together?
No.
One
like,
two and one.
Like together, like because I really like how the whole Puttigan discussion, like basically like the themes to get out of Puttigan and the Black Text, right? Like because like like the whole Black Text conspiracy or like the plot twist that like the entire time the Black Text was not some like book of just slurs. It was actually like a research paper of like it looked like the most perfect research paper of all time, but it turns out everything was fake. So it's impossible for you to tell that it's fake unless you like do your own personal research on the references, which is something people do not do. So it's one of the most like craziest fake out texts to ever exist. Like that being a Black Text is insane because most series again would just read the book. Oh, how could the book be so evil? Oh, it describes torture or something. Like it would be something like that. But like having that, and then especially the discussion on like how to handle a Black Text book, I really like that. So I'll probably end up talking on that. Yeah. And then of course the Puttigan, we already posted mad panels about just the very good scenes of the Puttigan that came out of the Puttigan discussion about what we should be banning, how far we should take freedom of speech, stuff like that. So, but I just gotta find a way to put it together.
Yeah.
No, I'll get it done though.
There's gonna be like a lot there. Like I think just talk about the Black Text quickly. Yeah, it's like the whole thing about like if you have we gotta just look at the proof, but like if the proof is fake as well, like first of all, how many people are gonna really be like legitimate enough to look at the like? I'm gonna be honest, I can admit this sometimes, like when I do research for like reports or projects I do, and I get the like the papers. I don't go in the MLA format. I don't go down there and I check each one and see if they're right. I just gotta believe that, right? Like I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm.
To add on to what you're saying, I really like what Theo said. When Theo said, "If you guys didn't tell me this was fake, I would have believed it." Like, the only reason that Theo believes the Black Text is fake is not because he read it and was like, "Oh, this is fake." It's because his teachers told him so. So what if the teachers were lying? And then they also had a discussion like that about like, what do we believe? And then that's like, you gotta believe in yourself, bro. you gotta do your own research, bro. I was like,
that's the thing though. Like if you do if this book's out, you do your own research. You like let me research thing, and then you get the thing, and then you research the information, the MLA, the research this Black Text is based on is also fake.
Yeah.
Like what are you gonna do at a certain point? You're gonna just keep going unless you go completely down the rabbit hole, and then you gotta question everybody. Like who has time for that?
Yeah, right.
Imagine you a random Huron village where y'all don't even like you're just trying to farm and survive, and this shit drops.
Yeah, you're just okay. Oh, apparently the Hopi people they do this. They're like, really? And then it's like, yeah, according to scientist, Thompson, the Hopi they was like, oh wait, I know that guy. He's the one that won the Nobel Peace Prize, right? But all their quotes are fake. So it's like, do you go to him? Did you really say this? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
or it's like it's like T Thompson. It's like I know T Thompson, but they mean Tim Thompson when you think it's Tom Thompson.
That's crazy. or the names are like Isaac Newton. It's like his fifth law is, you're like, oh, he had 5 laws. I didn't know he had that many. And then you look at it, and then like, you're gonna go ask him. The scholar said he had 5, so you're just alright. You just believe it.
Or and if there's like a decade, like 'cause some of these decade city, you're gonna do a decade long city yourself and just prove it.
Oh my god, yeah, that's insane. Nah, see, I like the plot twists in this series are so good, bro. They could have made the black text so boring, like and not boring, but just very like standard. You know, like read the book. Oh, the horror. I can't believe they saying these things about the Hoppy. He's like, don't worry, it's, you know, it was a dark period. The book's banned. We good. They kind of move on. So it's like what we would normally get from this scenario. Just of course emphasize how like rude and mean or like mind controlling the black text is. And then like that's pretty much it. But I like the fact that they broke our ankles with the whole like it's backed by evidence. Of course, it's fake, but it's literally peer reviewed, backed by evidence. You cannot disprove this unless you do your research on it. And I was just like, really? Like, how would such slander material be? And the thing is, it wasn't even one source. She was naming them illustrations, citations, you know, quotes from scholars. It wasn't quotes from me. It was quotes from certified scholars.
And then scholars, academic societies, like, yeah, imagine if like Yale or Harvard,
Harvard study said Hoppies should go. You know what I'm saying? You're like, whoa, Harvard said that. That's crazy. It was like, dang. I see now. Whoa, when I think about it. If I just separate, because like with the Fulligan, it was either, or freedom of speech, of course, was a big one. The deterioration of like literacy in the future, and of course the hidden racial undertones.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll go through page by page and kind of like subsection it, but I can't wait because like when I'm doing like my problem vid.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward, you know. There's a lot of like hidden stuff there. I just really enjoyed the fact that oh yeah, I didn't quite tell you about it. There's not really the time for that, but yeah, I just like the fact that there was that hidden layer that like the accusations that were said to her, like no one could really acquit her from those accusations but Saul, because Saul knew her before, you know. And then everyone forgot in Water 7, the Straw Hats, well, I might go Sanji, but the other Straw Hats, they hesitated. They're like, oh, Robin backstabbed y'all. She betrayed y'all. They hesitated. People forget. And you can't blame them. It's not like it's their fault. They just met her. And then they felt like she was a real one. They were correct. But, you know, after seeing, like, the backstab and all that, they're just like, okay, given, like, you know, they're kind of saying, okay, she was an assassin, right? Yeah, you know, like, the thing just kind of added up. But the thing about, with Saul knew her before. You know, like, she knew her before the assassin, so she knew her as a kid. And then when Saul heard the rumors, he immediately said, they're all fake. You know, like, bro, these rumors fake. Robin ain't none like that. So, like, he was the only person to, like, say that she ain't do that. You know, she was not guilty, yada, yada, yada. And then, like, I didn't think Odo would even think of, like, kind of putting that in there. And then, of course, he saw how good that chap was. So, that's pretty much what the kids on, just kind of re-explaining that. But, like, here, like, if I have to, like, dive deep into Mulligan or Mulligad, bro, I could really make this, like, 10 pages, but I'm not going to do that. But
I feel like, it's thinking about, we were talking about, like, what could be scarier, a Mulligan or, like, but like a good, like if something dropped that was on the level of like a well-written black text, it's gonna be hard to. I mean, it might be easier because it's gonna be like. I think that's probably part of the reason why they have like such a monopoly on things like printing presses and like. Mm-hmm. It's because you can't. And
that's also why. And I like how they brought that into the discussion too. Like there were people on the street saying, "Bro, this library, they're really stopping us from printing, bro. Like, is this okay? This gonna be a problem if you just let them keep cooking." And that's probably the villain's probably paying people to say that too. But yeah, to like what you were saying though, yeah, like because even very famous books today, we all know they got some, whether it's some racial undertone, misogynist undertone, they exist, but like they're still classics. And then, like you said, even this day and age, these issues are still very prevalent. And then you can argue that a lot of the pop culture, uh, very famous books and stuff like that is like keep like that's spreading through society. That's probably keeping that handle on like why these
Yeah,
issues are still prevalent. Because like you were saying that of course if we
yeah,
had like a different Proligan or Proligad that was very great book, but the undertones are there, and then it just keeps going. Especially like it doesn't seem like a problem beforehand. I mean, like it doesn't seem like a problem like on the surface, but then these are issues that come up in the book. Cause like in your head, oh, this is fiction. We good. But like when those situations kind of pop up in real life, you remember the book. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember
yeah,
the book, and then you remember how that character reacted in this scenario. Then you might think that this person will also react that way, since like this is what's
yeah.
represented. You know what I'm saying? That kind
It's
of
like
shit.
subconsciously you
Yeah,
believe that. Like you might not think, oh, there, but you might be like, especially if you're like, if you're a kid and you don't have much interaction
yeah,
with other races,
exactly.
you
Yeah,
might be
that is true.
preconceived biases.
We saw that happen too. I mean, it wasn't from a book, but
The little girl,
yeah, the woman just posted because of her like lack of interaction with other races. She believed that the practice just sticking his tongue out was like, like the craziest thing. And then imagine in a book, you can have a character not that he's not really drawn like a Racta, but he will do like Racta things, like stick his tongue out before he kills somebody. Do you know you could really fuck people up like that, bro? Because that's
yeah,
supposed to be like a nice greeting, and then like a kid that is reading that book, and then maybe the book dies, and then like they meet a Racta that stick their tongue out because they're here trying to say hello, but
yeah,
you remember the book, and then you're like, oh yeah, the crazy serial killers be sticking their tongue out before. Nah, Liz, this could get scary. This could get
yeah,
spooky. Nah,
yeah. I think we should. I don't know if you want to wrap up right now.
okay, yeah. So yeah. So okay, Volume 7, very very good. And even though the
Uh,
main things were like Hooligan and the black text, it's funny because like to me those, yeah, because like we still had like the hidden group popping up,
yeah,
the book being stolen, and then there was also
the Kokapa.
yeah, the Kokapa. That's crazy. And of course meeting all the sages like face to face and getting their
Oh yeah, we gotta
personalities.
talk. Yeah, we didn't get to talk about that.
Yeah,
Good talk.
so exactly. And that's what I'm saying, that like if you had to like just like super dissect like one scene, it's not going it's not going to work. Because I knew we would even hit some stuff even doing that bit casual, but
Yeah. Wait. I just want to ask, since we started this started this stream by you saying people were saying this is the best volume so far.
I
Do you
think
agree
I think
with
it was
that?
PT. I think it's PT.
What?
I think it's PT. The okay. I guess you don't really know because like he's one of the my few moochers that read Magus as well.
Yeah, but what do you think is thing? What do you think is the best
Oh,
volume?
I'll probably be I'll probably still biased towards Medina, but I do think that this has a very strong argument. If I had to argue about this volume, I think I could win an argument quite easily. Not saying that
Oh
like
yeah.
it's not clear,
Mine.
but if I had to like make like a paper, be like, why is Volume 7 the best volume in your opinion? And like, that's the prompt. I can make a good argument for it.
Yeah. I think it's a
Five.
strong contender. Volume 5 is still my favorite. I have to. Oh, I have to thing. You can just end the stream yourself. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Thanks for having
Yeah.
me, Liz. Always appreciate it.
No problem. Hey, man. Anytime for Magus, I'm always there, man. No matter
Hey,
what.
facts.
Greatest new gen manga. Greatest. Here we go. Hey, man. This good. Y'all be ready, man. Magus is gonna change a lot, man. A lot of. Gonna be a generational. It already is, but it will end up as a once in a generation manga. You already know, but yeah.
Yep. Alright. Alright, so with that, we're gonna be wrapping up. Appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to check the description. We got Patreon stuff for more videos. Like this one. Let's see, you can get like the Twitch VODs and some of these vids there. Um, also link to the Twitch and Discord in case that y'all wanna come in, talk a bit about whatever, see me stream, all that good stuff. It's all there, and of course link to my main channel if you wanna see some vids there too. But yeah, like they said, Mag is great. It's gonna be a phenomenal series. Hopefully one day we can get more consistent chapters. I know that's still a dream, but we're gonna keep praying. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.